inevitably, everybody's going to want to know my take on what the Dalai Lama said the other day. And I think for you to really understand my take on what the Dalai Lama said the other day, you're going to need to commit to watching at least the first 3 minutes of this video. So just make that commitment right now. It's only 3 minutes. Now, I'm going to get the important part out of the way first, which is that there's no reason to ever say anything like that at any time. There's no reason for that. And it could be that he didn't mean anything by it, and it could be that there's something more nefarious behind it, and I'm going to break that down in the first 3 minutes here. But either way, it doesn't matter. Like, that's just kind of a weird thing to say, no matter what the reason is. And even if there wasn't anything behind it, I don't know, man. You shouldn't say stuff like that, and I think you kind of ruined your reputation, dude. You guys ever had one of those friends where you hang out with them, and after a while, and it usually doesn't even take that long, but they're innocent, they're fine, they're not going to hurt anybody. You know, they're a good person and everything. They would never do anything wrong, but sometimes they say things that are so like off the wall and weird that you're like, you know, I don't want to hang out with this person anymore because then I'll look stupid. You ever had one of those kinds of experiences? This is one of those times, because you should never say stuff like that. And I even looked around to see if is this tongue sucking like part of their culture, you know, because it's a different country. And no, it's not. No, there's no reason to say anything like that ever, even if it's just an innocent, playful gesture, which is what he said it was. Oh, come on, dude. You're 87 years old. Don't be that guy. Don't be like my old... He wasn't even a friend. He was more of an acquaintance because we only hung out a couple of times. And I was like, all right, I can't be hanging out with this guy. Here's the other side of the coin. Maybe the guy, the Dalai Lama, maybe he's going to end up like the next Harvey Weinstein. I don't know. It's like every time you turn around, there's one of these public figures and something happens, and then this whole dark past emerges. So I don't know, guys. And that's the point of this whole video, is we don't know yet. You should watch at least the next 30 seconds too. This is a spiritual topics channel. And this is the problem with making assumptions and being reactive. This is why, like, when I made my video last year about the Ukraine invasion, it was like 2 weeks after the invasion before I said anything about it. Because the ego, it just likes drama. And it's always got to be the knee-jerk reaction. It's always got to be reactive and say the first thing, and it loves drama. And the fact is, we don't know what's going on. And it could be a few weeks or a month before we really know anything about it. So the wisdom of spirit would have you not react. You ever watched like an Eckhart Tolle meditation? And there's long pauses. He makes very long pauses. You know, somebody will ask him a question, and he'll just sit there quietly for a minute before he says anything. And this is one of those times. Another thing about the Ukraine video that I posted last year that I thought was interesting was there was even some people, at least one that I remember, who left a comment on the video, and it was something to the effect of, "Yes, thank you, Kurt. Oh, I've been waiting for you to say something about this." Well, what, you can't think for yourself? Like like they were just waiting around for me to say something or whatever. So, I don't know. It's easy to think for yourself when you slow down and you don't get sucked into the egoic drama of the mob. And again, it could come out that he did do something. Maybe he'll be the next Harvey Weinstein. I don't know. I don't want to say that. I don't even want to say I doubt it. I don't even want to say that. We don't know. We have no idea. Now, one thing for sure that you're going to notice changing on my end is often, not very much, usually I'll stick to Eckhart Tolle, Rupert Spira, Buddha, Jesus, but occasionally I throw the Dalai Lama's name in there too, the list of teachers that I'm using as an example of somebody who is teaching non-duality pointings, non-duality teachings of consciousness, which is the true spiritual journey. And that is something that he does do, but I don't think I'm going to reference his name anymore. Because just like my friend, or acquaintance rather, who I hung out with a couple of times and said some off-the-wall bizarre things sometimes, okay, I don't want to hang out anymore. I don't want to hang out with you anymore, dude, because then I'll look stupid. And this is one of those times. So I just want to put that out there. Now, we need to do something even more important right now. And this is very, very important. Again, the ego's reaction is to react. It's going to generate the rumor mill, and we don't know. The best thing for you to do whenever there's a situation is to just, if you can, to walk away from it for a few days or a week. If you get mad or sad or triggered or something, and that's kind of something that a lot of spiritual people know about, like just don't react, just give it a week. And this is one of those times. So here's what I'm going to suggest we do. Don't look at any Dalai Lama information for at least 2 weeks, because we don't even know what the truth is, and it'll come out organically over time. And why sacrifice your peace? Why sacrifice your own ability to be calm and getting sucked into something like this on this quest for information when we don't even know? The wise thing to do is to leave it alone and walk away from it and come back to it in a week or two. So what we're going to do right now, for the last couple of minutes of this video, is we're going to meditate. We're going to say no thank you to the drama, and we're going to add spaciousness back into our life. So here it goes. Thanks for watching.